Today I'm going to make this wonderful little flip out folder that I'm going to put a tag in like this. It's going to be slightly different because I've discovered I've got something quite interesting happening. Although, oh, it has got roses on it. Oh, cool. Right. So would you like to join me? I've got a beautiful, I'm going to do some ribbon sewing. So I'll show you how to do that. Tool. Right then, this one was where I'm going to have a go at this today. So we've got this, not going to look like this. It's going to look better because I've got, this is I haven't finished that one off yet, but I did try her out in there and it fits perfectly. So let's go. So this is in my junk journaling for everyone. We're making a journal, but I'm not sewing in we don't sew in the pockets till afterwards. So that's going to be interesting. Now what I've discovered, I got this from the works and I've discovered that matches it exactly. It's just slightly different colours. So it's the same image. Just, yeah, it's different colours because that's that. And this is that. Can you see that? So that's that, and that's that, and that's that. So it's the same. I was amazed. I thought, what? I've just discovered that. So I thought, oh, that looks a bit similar to those napkins I've got. Oh, and it's the same. And I've had these napkins a while, and this is new. That vintage. This is a vintage style paper. It's new, so that proves they're both vintage, which is what I need. I need a vintage. Now I need some tape. Oh, that's very sticky. I'm going to take my backings off. I think there's two. There's always two except for the one that I've got this year. The one I got this year is that tree one I've been using. I love that tree one. Right, turn it over, turn it over. I'll take this off. I don't know whether I'm going to do this, but I'm just going to show you basically what I'm doing. Because the idea was the pocket. So basically I'm just copying similar to what somebody did on the group. Come on, you. I can't remember what I was going to do now, so I've just got to check. Just bear with me a minute. I'm going to cut this off and just check. Right, so what I was going to do was cover this page, double page spread with this. Not cover it, you know what I mean? It's not going to be completely covered. That's upside down. It's going to be like this. I'm going to use that as an edge. And I'm going to give it a bit of a tear down, which is what Suzanne did for a demonstration. I think she did it actually on camera, just showed us what it was. I can't remember now. I did watch it. Right, oh dear, that's going too far down. Good thing about these, you can sort of mend them if they don't go your way. So what I'm going to do is just pull it in a sort of downward spiral, a downward motion like this. And I'm hoping I've got some of my glues. Right, so there we go. So that one's going to be glued down as well. Oh, that one goes up. It's meant to go down really, because I think that's but it doesn't matter. Right, there we go. So that would go like that, and I've got the pink behind, so that makes a nice background as well. And I can bend that bit and that bit there, hopefully. If not, we can put another bit there, or we can leave it like that if it looks okay. Let me get some glue. The things are already packed with me. Right, so I'm going to glue this down. So please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Please press the notification bell with your crafty fingers. Very crafty. And please share my video. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get this glued on then. What I'm doing is just gluing the page and hoping for the best, really. I did have a wipe in here yesterday. I don't know where it is. I'm just checking them. Am I? No, I'm not too high, am I? Because I'm not too high. Although I'm shaking the camera. I know the camera is attached to the, well, the tripod's attached to the table to keep it steady. Because I've got to be in that close to, so I can be on camera. Well, not me, but you don't want to see me on camera, no. No. It's supposed to look young for my age, but you don't know how old I am. Yeah, you probably think, oh, she looks old. Right, so yes, I'm old. I'm an old lady. No, not quite as old as my husband, because he's because we had that thing when we had our COVID jabs. Apparently he's an he's an older person. I didn't get that, so I was lucky. Yeah, so I'm not classed as an older person yet. So that's what sort of age I am. But he is. That's funny. Right. Yeah, he thinks it's funny as well. I'm gonna get a wet wipe just to wipe that glue, because we're going. I might wipe some of the beetroot. Well, not the beetroot juice. This is. Oh yeah, did you? You know, when you did. Have you ever dyed papers with beetroot juice? Did it fade a lot? Because this faded. Faded a lot. I'm going to just cut this. I haven't got any of those sanding block things. Well, I have, but they're somewhere else. And I haven't had enough practice with them to make them work effectively yet. Not sure if they would do on this, really. Not this paper isn't that thin. It's not really thin paper. It's the card end, well, not the card end. It's the thicker paper end of. Look, there's bits stuck to my scissors, and I haven't even got any glue. I haven't used these scissors for ages. I thought, oh, my scissors, my best scissors. I've gathered all the stuff. Right, I'm going to get a bit of glue and just glue this. Right. I might have just cut that out because I wasn't talking. All I did was glue the edge of there. I was just thinking, actually, you know, about making videos. Usually on Sunday I've made loads. I've made about 3 or 4 on Friday. I suddenly decide, oh, that's a brilliant idea. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do this. Oh, so I've got all these good ideas. Hopefully. Right, so this is going to be, what I'm going to do is obviously fold that over slightly. I'm going to try and do a little bit bigger pocket on there because, no, I'm going to do it up the edge, am I? I'm going to do it about, say, I haven't got my scoreboard here, so I can't use my scoreboard. Have I got my ruler? I haven't got my ruler. But I have probably got my ruler, actually. It's probably in that bag. The bag I brought down from upstairs. Right, so this one. So what I'm doing is folding it against the ruler like this. Holding the ruler against the edge of the ruler. Yeah, that's a ruler. Yes, I mean. So you can do that with a ruler as well. Just give it a good crease if you haven't got a scoreboard, which I have, but it's upstairs. So obviously I use this room. I prefer using this room to film in. I can film upstairs, but no, I won't. I like this room. And there we go. So that's I don't know how big that pocket's going to be. That's going to be quite big. Oh, that's the wrong way round, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. That is the right way round. Wait a minute. Oh, I wasn't paying any attention. And I got a phone. So we're going to have to do that again. That was the right way round, wasn't it? Was that the right way round? Yes. Yes, because they match. I don't know if you can see that, but they match that. Sorry, I was doing it the wrong way around, so I've got to do it all again. So ignore that. I've just, what I did was, I'll show you what I did. I'm just going to make that a bit further down. Yeah, I did it wrong. Good job the fold's up there. I did the fold in the wrong place. So you just got to make sure that's flush against the edge, and it should be straight then. Can we see that down there? Yeah, there we can see that, can't we? So what I'm going to do is do the same. Put in the ruler against the edge there. So right against the edge, and then if you haven't got a bone folder, if you've got a bone folder, that's fine. If you haven't got it, actually I've got a bone folder here. This is a bone folder to my scoreboard, which is upstairs. So I'm going to push my bone folder against. Yeah, so if you've got paper that's got to be a certain way around, make sure it's a certain way around. Right, okay, let's have a look. I'm going to fold it. I'm going to fold it properly to make sure it's in. Okay, and then I'm going to, in a minute, use my cutter. Just cut it the red size, proper size, the right size, not the size that my illogical mind thinks it is. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to make a little mark somewhere if I can find a pen. Right. I need to make the marks. No, I need to fold it out, don't I? Just she with a pen in her mouth. Right. So I'm going to make a little mark there. Whoops. Oh, does this pen actually works? It seems to be very... Yeah, okay. Right, that should, if that's the wrong size, it's not my fault. You saw me measure it. Right, so I'm going to try and do it the right-handed way, as I should do, because I'm right-handed. Where are those marks? Oh, there they are. Let's see where the mark. There. Okay, so I'm going to put that. Oh, I always do that. I do put it away nicely. I fold that thing in, but I don't never remember to put it in, pin it up again. Right, let's have a look. So that should be straight, is it? Where's the... You can't see where the mark is. Where's the mark? Oh, it's there. So there's there. And that should be there. No, that's not right. Oh, just a minute, let's find the... Right, now I can see the mark, and that one as well. Is that straight? It looks fairly straight. Watch it be wrong. I have got another sheet of this. So that bit, let's check. Yeah, that's correct. Brilliant. Now let's see if I can do it like this as well. Whatever I did just then was obviously the right way of doing it. Where's the middle of this? That's there. So that's this bit there. This pen's toe, I should have changed it, shouldn't I? And where's the other crease? And somewhere around there. Need to make sure it's correct. Tell you what, we'll do it like this. That might be better, might it? Right, so if I've got that there, just making marks there and there. Pen's gone. I don't know. It must be something to do with. I can't even reach my bin. It's something to do with the. I didn't get a mark on this side. I got a mark on the other side, but not this side. That's a Sharpie. A Sharpie's fine. Oh dear, hold on. Hold on. Mind, I want some leeway, don't I suppose. There we go. Right, there we go. How about that? Let's get this done. And I've got the acetate. My acetate. Right. I'm going to move that up there so I can see these marks, because this is actually it's actually got a line where it's going to cut, so you can actually see there and there. So it's got like a wire thing. I think it is, yes, it's a wire, and it shows you exactly where it will cut. So if you've got to do something slightly the wrong length, but you know exactly where it is, and you slide it in there, rather than doing it at the edge, which doesn't always actually work. It's just like I always do that. Put that away so it doesn't slip about, and then I always forget. I always forget I've done it. Right, I've got a piece of washi tape on there. Don't know where from. Okay, we're upside down. Right, so and which way am I doing the? Yeah, the thing's going to be on here, isn't it? Because that's the back. So I've got to match. I've got to find some ribbon that matches both. Right, so I might have to go and get my, or I've got to use my pokey tool, which might will work. Pokey tool. I've got my pokey tool because I've got my bag. I've got my pokey tool. And all. Right, so I need my prototype. Where is it? Right, let's have a look at my prototype. With this one, what I did was, because that was quite loose, I've put 2 staples underneath some washi tape there. So that's folded up as well. So perhaps that ought to be a bit shorter. Oh, mind you, it does stick out, doesn't it? That does stick out beyond that page. I need to do something, perhaps edge the corner off or something. I'm going to do a big ½ inch, take a ½ inch off, because it's really, hopefully that won't catch as much. So I've got to watch that then, so I've got to think about that not coming quite so far over. Right. I'm not sure if I did I do that first? I can't remember. I perhaps did that first then. So I'm going to sew this on first, actually, because this is the exciting bit anyway for me. I'm going to sew that on first. I'm going to try and make it, though, I'm going to probably take a bit more off the edge, because I think that's going to need it. Where's the lady? There. She goes off. Oh dear, she's got a wet wipe on her. Don't put a wet wipe on her. No. Oh no, she's got wet. Well, I've got another image anyway, if anything's wrong with that one. Right, let's see. How did I get a wet wipe on her? No. Right, so she'd be fine there, wouldn't she, if I took a bit off here. So I'm going to take a bit more off there. Oh dear, I hope she's going to be okay. It doesn't matter. I can tear out a little bit more of her. Oh no, I told you every time. Right, so I'm going to try and take a bit more off there. I'm trying to get it equal rather than. That's about an inch. So I took about an inch off, and hopefully she'll fit in. Yeah. I think she'll fit in better actually, because she's a bit loose in that form. This is the last sheet of this one. I've got some on the table somewhere, so I've got a scrap of acetate on the table that would have been fine, but I can't find it. Now I need that to be, that's got to be the same width as this, which is, how many inches are you, dear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches, so that's got to be that's got to be 5 inches, and it's got to be, I would say, let's see, on my poor lady who I was accusing of chatting when she was getting wet. Is it 4? 1, 2, I think 4. 4 is too much. 3.5. 5 by 3.5 then. I'm going to cut it in my cutter like that. Now I remembered I've need to unclip it. That's it. Right, 5 by 3.5, so which can be more effective. I'll put 3.5 off there, off the short side. Right, 3.5, 3.5. It's nearly there, so that's there. Let's be ever so careful with this, because this is why some of these, when they haven't got all these lines, even though they have, don't always work brilliantly. Actually, I might have had that. Not all the piece might have been big enough. I don't know. So now I've got to cut a 5-inch piece. Oh no, this is what's going to happen. Keep it really still. Okay, I don't think that's going to be as big as that other one, but hey. Thing is drying. Right, so what I'm going to do is just check. And I'm going to hold that against there. Don't hold it against me. No, I'm going to hold that against there, and I'm going to get my little... Now, good thing about these, you can mark where you're going to, how far you're going to go up. I'm going to do the 1/8 of an inch one, and I've got it there. I haven't moved it since I did this, so hopefully that's okay. I don't know whether the pokey tool will work, but if not, I've got my what's name upstairs. So I'm going to make holes at very regular intervals. Oh dear, is that going to make her big enough? Right, if I've got that there, is she going to be able to squeeze in? I think so. As long as I go along the very edge there, I'm fine. Right, so I'm going to do it this very regular. What am I doing? Very regular. That's what I thought it was to start with. I thought, what are those things at the side? They're weird. Oh dear, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it a little bit above the edge, but at least it's regular. Yeah, I'm doing it again, and then see, it's not very good, is it? That's me, not the tool. If you wanted to round this corner, actually, you could round it now. Yeah, that's the inch. That's the 1/2 inch one. I'm gonna do it every time. Right. So this is that bit I don't like. I don't mind it, but it's a bit that I don't like as much as all the other process. Look, all the little things are piling out the top. Oh yeah, sometimes this thing sort of fires at you. I don't think I did as many holes in the other one. Right, look and see if the pokey tool works. If it doesn't, then I have to get my other one. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, it will. Yeah, it's got that quite against the edge there. Yes, you need something like a cork mat or something underneath when you're doing this. She says not having one. Not done, is that? I'm just going to check the lady can fit in. Yeah, she can. She says, I'm not that fat. No, you're very slim actually. Alright, I know I'm being quiet, but it's because I'm thinking, oh my god, am I going to get it right? Right, this is the question. Right, so, oh. Yeah, so we're in. I can hear a wood pigeon. Is it? No, not a wood pigeon, that's a dove, a collared dove, sorry. Oh, I didn't do that very well, did I? That's going to be a bit cockeyed. Let's move it up there a bit. Well, this is going to be weird, isn't it? I know it's going to have to... I'm just seeing if you could do it with a pokey tool as well. What's it called? The awl. The pokey tool. Get it quite close together as well compared with the other one I did. Oh, I've got the dog in the room. He's got his bells on. Oh no, but I've made a hole in that. That's not even gone in, has it? So I have to miss that. I wonder if I can miss that one out. Let's do that. And the top. Let's have a look. I wonder if I clipped it last time. Because it's not. I'll have to do like that. Right then, I'm going to do now. I'm going to get my needle and find a bit of ribbon. Well, oh, I thought that was ribbon then. I've got my big batch of new batch of ribbon because I can't find the old one. And I can't even find the new one. Oh, there. See, you're hiding them. Says, yes, I've got a secret smile. She was on top of them. Right, so what colour goes with both? I think possibly lilac. No, actually no. They should go together. Let's have a look. So I've got these new ribbons. Not opened them yet. I know that lovely pale pink. Oh, that might go actually. Pale pink and both of them. So I'm going to. It's probably the last I used of the other. I like the colour. I do like the colour. I do like the colour. Right. So this one goes through. Ooh. Ooh. Right then, so how many do you think we'd need? I've got to go through it twice, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There might be enough, but I've got to tie a bow, so I need a little bit more. A little bit more. I ought to call that one that keeps singing of my my little characters that come through. That ought to be Melody. Alright, so I'm going to put it to there because that's obviously got to tie a bow. Right, so that's there. I was going to say it doesn't. I'm not necessarily going to work brilliantly because I think I've used too many holes. 1, 2. And 3. I think that's going to be enough, but I'm just going to make sure by getting a little bit more. Have you noticed how you just can't get that little last bit? Oh, how do you do this? I don't know how they expect you to do it. I don't want it too short. That's, I think, and there's something like this, you can't have it too short. You can have it too long. And find another use for your ribbon. Aha, I'm doing it, I think. There we go. I think that's should be enough now. Seems plenty. Got it with my scissors with all the stuff on it. Hey, it's going. Right, get our needle. I'm getting a. Let's have a look what sort of needles. Needles. Let's have a look at the needles. I'm going to find a fairly smallish one. Hopefully I'll be able to still see it. No, I can. It's not small really, it's because it's one of those ones you sew things with, like for junk journals. If you put in a junk journal kit in Amazon, I don't know if it does it in all the countries, but if you put one in the Amazon one, it does come up with things like that, like a junk journal kit. Or I put something in and it came up with these needles. I don't know whether to start there first. Oh yeah, because I'm going to start there first because that's what I did before that. I'm going to weave in and out. Right, so far up there. Whoops. What I did was I weaved in and out, so it's basically just sewing like a child. You know those things you do as a child? Or children do. I don't know if you did that. I think I had one where you have to sew through the holes. And you make a handbag and things like that. I remember making a yeah, I must have done. Or one of my, I know my friend's sister had a handbag like it. And you just sew it up like this. There we go. So it's got quite big holes. I'm hoping that other end has. Just catching everything, catching the corner rounder and catching the scissors, catching the paper with because it's a great big long, and I haven't got much room. So if you live in America, you're very lucky because usually you've got massive houses. These here are like tiny little cozy, tiny little cottage, well not cottages, but tiny little houses. See, everything's joining in, like they all want to be joining in. Said, let me in, join in as well. I need to join in, please. Let me join in. Yeah. And I say no because I'm going to. I need all this ribbon. You won't have enough. Oh. I think if you have done, it will pull through. It won't pull through. I think I've got too much. Definitely got too much. This end. So it will, yeah. But you have to do it eventually. Got to come back though, haven't I? Yeah. So that won't be so. When it comes back, it won't be so accommodating. We're thinking to itself, yes. Let's have a look, see where we are this side. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, this side's not so helpful. Right. Because I think I've probably moved. Right, what am I doing? I've moved it somehow. Yes, I should have perhaps. If you have got one of those ones, you should use it. I have, but guess what? It's upstairs. Right, where are we? I can't find the. Oh, was it there? Is that it? I definitely made a hole. There's a hole. Oh, hold on a minute. There's a hole there. You can't see the hole so well when you've been using. Well, I can't. I don't. And I've got my glasses on. I always wear my glasses because the reason I always wear my glasses is because if I don't, I'll lose them. That's me. That's not because I'm old. Because I've always done it. Oh, that one's gone straight through. And that one has. Haha. So I've done it. Not done too bad then. So just persevere. Who's he? Persevere. Right, persevere. I wonder if there's somebody called Persevere. Because obviously her name is Vere, V-E-R-E. That's the name, and so is Percy. I bet somebody's done that. I bet somebody's named their child Percy Vere. Ooh, I know, let's call him Percy. Or what did you call your child, Mrs. Vere? Percy. Right. There we go. Let's have a look at this. Oops, it's doing it now. And let's have a look how it looks. Yeah, that pink looks great, doesn't it? Oh, I was going to do cross stitch one time. Never mind. I did cross stitch on the other one. It looks really nice. Oh, yeah, I've got enough. Whoops. Hope I've got enough. Mind you, that is doubled, isn't it? Yeah, it's going through fine. Yeah, you could also obviously do cross stitch if you remember. Unlike me. Right. Oh, that was the bit that went a bit skew with, but I'm still putting it through the cardboard. The card, sorry. Or if you're in America, the card stock. Don't know why they say that. I wonder why it's stock. Where is it stock? Does anybody know? Right, so I might make one more little hole. This looks. At least I'm done. Oh, I suppose you could. What you could have done, I suppose, is sewed that up and then done the holes. Then you definitely got the holes in the correct place. If you've got a pokey tool. Oh, well, if you've got one of those and just a pokey tool. There we go. Made a hole in that. Hope it's going to work. I've got the thick acetate, by the way, so I'm using the thick. I got it from UK Card Crafts. They do the thick one. And they said thank you, so I thought I'd give them they said thank you to me. It's this one. This is that empty packet now, but that's UK Card Crafts. It's thick acetate, and it is 240 micron. So that's the one I'm using, the 240 micron weight one. Right, I'm going to come back now and go through I'm going through the ones that I haven't. Can you see there? I'm going through these now, so I'm going to fill these gaps in now. Well, I'm going to attempt to fill these gaps in. Actually, that one's not. What is? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to attempt to fill these gaps in. So I'm going to try not to go through the other bits of ribbon. So I'm filling these gaps in as well. That's not through that's just through that. I think that'll be fine. And again, I'm coming through. It's going to be a bit easier when we get to the fatter holes. Oops. Oh, concentration. Oh, it's got. I'm trying to concentrate again. Right, so let's get that through there. Wait, why won't it go through? It's been through once. It's really. It's very, very fiddly when you do it with a. Oh. Right, let's have a look again. That definitely got. That has got. Look how big that hole is there. I'm putting it through there. Oh, perhaps it's not in the right. Ah, that's why. You've got to sort of fiddle it around a bit to find the actual hole. And then I'm trying not to sew through the ribbon as well, because that's quite. And that might not make it so it's tight. What's that word they used? Not taut. It was the other word. Not flush. That's a normal word that you use. It means taut. In other words, sort of like tight. It's a normal word. It's a normal everyday word, and I forgot what it is. As you do. This does happen when you get to my age, you know these things. Mind you, I think I've done it for years, so. When you've got things to think about, when you've got some things on your mind, you cannot think. If I've got something else on my mind, I can't concentrate on what I'm trying to think about. Oh dear. So I get lost, always got lost. And look, it's coming through. No dear, we're not going through the ribbon, because if you go through the ribbon it's not going to be all done. So, right, that's the one. Right, I'm going to try not to go through the through the ribbon. Right, let's have a look. No, there we go. Right, I didn't get through the ribbon. Good. Okay, this one is too, because I've made the holes so far. You don't need to make them so close together as I have. That's because I was getting carried away. I was thinking I better not make them too far apart. And the pokey tool has landed on my knee. Right, okay, I'm hoping I'm staying in short. Right, okay, that one goes there. Oh. Right. There we go. It is very laborious, you know. Right. Where are we? Oh, that one's not tight, so let's pull that one up. Hopefully. So just check that it's all nice and tight. Right, I'm just going to pull that up. I'm probably going to just cut this off while I do this, because it's going to be laborious. Good job I'm not on a timer. Can't even see what I'm on. Oh, 51 minutes. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to be well over an hour. Well, it was 51 minutes without editing. I've got to edit it quite a bit, because at the beginning I was messing about for ages. I always put it on. Right, so this should be fairly straightforward now. Let's have a look. She says, trying to, no, it's going to go through the, I'm trying not to let it go through that ribbon, because it's hardest to get through the ribbon. It's doing it like it's going through. Don't go through the ribbon. Try and move the ribbon to the side so it doesn't, so the needle doesn't go through the ribbon. If you're using ribbon, you can use also embroidery thread as well, but it's still got to watch the same thing to make sure it doesn't go through. Okay, it's not as pretty as the other one, is it, where I've got those crosses? Still, I've done it now, and I've done this. So the crosses, how did I do the crosses? I think I think I did it over and under like that, and then came back the other way over and under. That's what I did, wasn't it? I think. I'm just going to check, because I'm going to tell you, because you might want to know how to do crosses. You might be disappointed that I haven't done crosses. So I'm going to show you how to do it upside down. But yes, I went under. Look. I went under. Can you see that? I went under the, just wound it over and over, and then came back the other way over and over on the other bits I hadn't done. So if you wanted to, if you did want to do that, I mean, next time I'm going to do that actually. So I know I've got some quite nice little pockets, haven't I, in my YouTube. Yes, I'm really pleased with my, I don't know why, because I didn't used to do pockets at all, but my Look No Pockets is doing so well at the moment. Look No Pocket, Look New Pocket, I always call it Look No, Look New Pockets video is doing really well. I've got 1.4k views, and then the next one down something like 200 and something. Nearly 300 I think, but yeah, so okay. Oops. Yes, I'm getting some, thank you so much for people who've been subscribing to my channel as well. I'm really pleased to see you there, and it's lovely to say, oh, I've subscribed to your channel, I really like your stuff, I really, you know, really like your work and things like that. And I think, oh, thank you, that's really nice to hear. I love hearing things like that. If you do like my work, please let me know. I love to know. Also, if you don't like something I do, or think that I should change something, I do listen. I mean, I might, you know, if I think you're right, because I have actually made a new, nobody complained, but because somebody says, oh, I've done your pockets like this, and I said, right, thank you so much for that. And she says, oh, he basically didn't need to give me a mention, and I'm not a YouTuber or anything like that. Says, oh, don't worry. I said, no, you're very welcome and all this. So if you've got anything to ask, to suggest, please don't be afraid, because I'm still learning. Everybody's still learning. As you can see, I'm still learning. I think it's pretty obvious sometimes I'm still learning. But as everybody is, even the best person who's been, saying somebody's been doing it for 20 years, I bet they've discovered something new every day. I think they've done it all before. But I did see a comment once fairly recently in I don't know if it's on a group or something. This lady said, oh, I thought I knew everything, but you've taught me something new. And I thought, my dear, you never stop learning. I didn't say it. I didn't tell her that, but I thought to myself, no, you never stop learning. Yes, so that proves it as well. That proves my point, but I'm sure you all know that as well. So if you're a complete beginner, you never stop learning. So don't worry about it. I mean, complete beginners can do wonderful things, and they've got, you know, they can invent. I'm sure you've got an idea, and if you've got an idea, go for it. And if it goes wrong, don't worry about it. There might be something that you can find in that idea that you can use. So don't, you know, pick it up again in a few weeks or something and have a look, and you might find you've done something that you can work on. I don't know why that's made me feel quite emotional. So hopefully, let's try and get that bit less. I've got these things about these little ribbons at the sides of my journals. Oops. Yeah. So if you don't like, you know, just let me know. I'd rather know. Right then, that's that. So basically, now, oh dear, that's quite close to the edge of the page there. I'm just hoping she fits in. Come on, dear. If she doesn't fit in, I'll use it. Don't worry, it's a mistake. I'll use it for something else. Right. There we go. There she goes in. So for these, I don't know whether to take off both though. I like to see that. I don't know. Some people don't like to see that, but I like to see that. I think that's a 1/2 inch one. Yeah. I haven't checked. So I like to see that little art, that little thing there. Right, so I'm going to glue that into my page. And there's my, so that matches me. Good job I checked, wasn't it? That it matches that way round. So what I did was, what did I do? Did I staple it in? I might have just stapled it in and covered it with lace. But I'd probably glued the bottom, didn't I? So I would have glued some of it. I don't think you could take that corner off, could you? Unless you took the 1/4 inch corner off. There's the 1/4. No. Oops. It's not even doing it, is it? So I don't like the acetate. Don't like the acetate. It's the acetate. I don't think it can do the acetate. That's what it is. Right, okay, that looks really nice, doesn't it? So it's going to go on that page. I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. Oh, what you could do, I suppose, if you really wanted to get that off, is use scissors. This stuff is still attached. So you could do that a little bit like that. I've got a bit of acetate coming over the edge there, but I'm not going to take that off in case it goes too close. Right, so I'm going to glue now. I've got to be careful where I glue. So I'm going to glue this. I'm going to glue that. I think I'm going to staple it with Tim Holtz Tony whatever it is, and I can't know if I can find it. I know I did it last night. If I can't find it, I'll use ordinary staples. Very straight, look, very straight, very straight. Very nice and straight. Yes, okay. Right, so what I'm going to do now is just fold that round there. Oops. Come on. Oh, we'll do that in a minute. I've got a lovely magnet somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. Lovely. Oh, I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but I did have. I've now got a paper clip attached. I didn't have a paper clip attached before. Right, I just had the other two. Right, so I'm going to put that in there like that. Let's see. Wonder if I could get to those corners. I think they'd stick out. Oh, and I've got glue on them. I don't know. Let's try and take some of that glue off. Yeah, that's it. Just try and glue your corners. Oh, it's a small one. I want the big one. So don't glue your corner if you want to take it off. Put the glue on afterwards. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Right. Right. So what was it like? Oh yeah. So we're putting that on there, and I just realised the corners were going to stick out. So I'm just putting that on there like that, gently. Okay. Oops. That's not in a red, please. Come on. Needs to be about there. And we're going to be straight. Come on, we're going to be. Do we need to do this? I can't remember. Do we need to do this? We do need to do this, don't we? I don't know. Yep, I think so. And I'm going to find the tiny Tim attacher. It's here somewhere. It was yesterday. Oh, it might be in the bag. Or did I put it away somewhere else? Don't lose my journaling card, dear. Don't lose it. No, it's not in here. Don't leave it here. That's what we want, the tiny Tim attacher. Where have I put it? Is it in the other bucket then? Bucket, I've got some buckets. Where is it? Is it upstairs? Not in this room. Oh, it's there, got it. It's here, it is. I found it. So I'm going to try and attach just this, not that. Just these. Don't forget to move that out of the way. So I'm going to do it here, 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 and I'm hoping I'll find some lace as well. Some little lacy. It's called wedding lace. It's really pretty if I can find it. That one's got 4 staples on it because I went mad there. Right, so nearly finished yours. So I'm going to get that lace. Right then, I found my ribbons. Right, the other one I used was this one. Around the other one. I want to use this one. Got roses. It's like a rosy ribbon. There it is. Yeah, it's like roses, so I thought I'd use that. It's called wedding ribbon, I think. Craft ribbon. Oh, it's in the wedding ribbon thing anyway. Ribbon. What language is that? I don't know. German? I don't know. So that, what I was going to do is, I'll have to perhaps go this side of that if I do it wrong there. So I'm going to glue it and then cut it. Yeah, that's going. Yeah, that will turn around the corner fine. I'm using my, in that case, to glue it on. I'm going to put quite a bit on as well because it's quite thick ribbon. I'm going to go. This hasn't got much left in it, but because we can always open. I've got a new one. Oh, I won't do it on the. I've got the acetate right there, so I'm doing it this side of the acetate. So I'll try and put it. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I'll have to have a look. Can we see the top? Just gluing the top too. Hope you can see what I'm doing okay. There we are, quite mesmerised with that, right, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it there and make sure I've got plenty on the edge. That might take a while to glue. It turns really well. So I'm hoping it glues this side of the acetate okay. I'm going to turn the corner. Turn the corner. Turn the corner. There we go. And get a pair of scissors. I'm going to just cut there a minute to make sure I don't take it up. Yeah, so there we go. So now we've got a nice piece. I used washi tape on the other one, didn't I? So now I'm going to cut those off. There's off like that. Oh no, that one's come up, so I'm going to have to glue that down again. I don't know if it will. Right, I'm going to cut this little rose off. There we go. Yeah, I think that's glued it okay. In spite of the washi tape, the acetate. Washi tape and acetate have got the same syllables. There we go. So there we go about that, and then you can flip out. It can be a nice little flip out. I don't know what's going to be there. Hiding, perhaps we can say it's hiding this bit here. So that could be that, couldn't it? Because that's really pretty. That goes really well with this. The beetroot juice. Right, okay. Won't do any more of that now because I think that's enough today. So if I've got anything else to do, I'll do it separately. Anyway, I do hope you like my content. I know it's a long video. It's probably going to be an hour. I do hope you liked my content with my little Dorothy character. It's my little drawings. My other roses are mine as well. That's stylized roses. I've got a video about those. And they're so easy to do. Just basically, that one's actually a spiral, I think. I didn't do that one on video. That's the same one there. That one's a spiral. So you can basically do a spiral and put shadows and highlights on it and leaves. So you can, or you could follow my method on the video. Okay, please give me a thumbs up. I always say it like that. Please give me a thumbs up with your crafty thumb. I always get stuff all over. Please press the notification bell with your crafty fingers, and please subscribe to my channel because that will help me so much. And also, please share my video. How about that? I do hope you enjoyed this today. Thank you so much and goodbye.